Wow. That was much better than what I am. I really appreciate this so much. And particularly thank you, Jay, Gay, Chuck, and the Texas X's, Patricia, who's just been amazing, and particularly the selection committee. One thing about Texas X's is, as I'm sure you all know, when I was moving around in my life, I've always been amazed that the eyes of Texas are truly upon you, because Texas X's will always find you. And being a life member, I decided I better do that early. It's been a valuable investment. I'm very grateful to the three people who took their time to be so gracious and kind in what they said. My sister Judy Lackritz and my friends and colleagues, Professor Keith Brown and Professor Mimi Drumright. I'm awed by their kind words. I would also like to thank my colleagues, friends, and family who've come tonight, some of who have traveled long distances, and I'm especially happy that my three sons, their wonderful wives, notice, the wives are the wonderful ones, and my absolute favorite people in the world, my 6 grandchildren, are all here. Lola, Kavi, Lassa, Liana, Kerrigan, and Kenny. And I assume they all are still back there. Most of all, I would like to thank my wonderful husband, without whose immense support over these years, I would not have been able to lead this wonderful life I've had. UT has always been an important part of my life. With 2 parents who graduated from here, I learned the eyes of Texas and the Texas Fight Song and the saying, "the university," at a very young age. My father received his PhD from UT the same year I graduated from high school, and my sister had started attending UT. So it was very natural for me to transfer to the university as a sophomore, as many people did back then. And attending UT as an undergraduate was such a pleasure and such an eye-opening experience. As my 2 college roommates who are here tonight, Margie Peak and Nancy Turner, can attest, we had a great time, and you won't see me. I had to talk my way into the PhD program, but we had a lot of fun. What really changed my life was going through the UT Finance PhD program, where I learned so much from the faculty and other PhD students. Although I did not start my career here, I'm lucky to have been able to join the UT faculty. For more than 30 years as a member of the faculty, I have watched UT make great progress and become an exceptional university. Now, being biased, I'm just going to talk about the Macomb School, which has just had amazing rankings lately, and I think this is due in large part to our current dean, Lil Mills, and our previous dean and now president, Jay Hartzell. Just go to the Macomb's website and see how the departments in the Macomb School are consistently ranked highly. You know, and I think what leads to the exceptionalism of the Macomb School and UT is the quality of the students, staff, and faculty. But we are competing against the top schools in the world, and many of these schools have larger endowments and more resources than we have on a per-student basis. And this makes it very difficult to attract and maintain the top faculty and students that we need, which means philanthropy is key to UT's success. So I'm going to sound like a dean now, and I want to talk about philanthropy. I've been very lucky to be able to engage in philanthropic efforts, and inspired by my parents, these efforts have often focused on education and students, particularly at the university. For me, although educational philanthropy has been about helping students, I've come to recognize how important it is to attract the best faculty to the university, because ultimately the good of our students depends on the quality of our faculty. It's very difficult to attract and maintain good faculty, and we need to do more to provide them with all of the resources they need and to foster a vibrant community of scholars where they feel welcome. I owe such an obligation to the university donors who have helped me, such as Red McCombs, who named our school, And then, but in terms of endowed professorships and chairs, Charles and Sarah C., and now George Kovsmetsky and their families, because they provided me with so many opportunities to improve my teaching, engage in my research, and without those donor resources, I would not have been able to achieve the leadership positions I have attained. I have been privileged to be a faculty member at UT and witness the success of our students and how they have truly changed the world, from leading highly successful companies in Austin and elsewhere to seeing our finance PhD students achieve great success in government, industry, and academics. One of our finance PhD students is currently Deputy Governor of the Central Bank of China. Another is President of a university in Korea. We have PhD students in finance that are in universities all over the world, and quite a few that are here in the US, both in industry and academics. But our proudest one happens to be sitting right here as president of the university. Although I have received numerous honors, none compares in my mind with the honor bestowed upon me by the university I have loved and served for so many years. In fact, my feelings for the university I do not have words for, but I do have a symbol. Thank you.